What's happening, good people? Hold on, let me get this right. What's happening, good people? It's your girl, Ms.Kecia, with a little chat and chew on this fine Thursday afternoon. Um, so, so, yeah, you heard it right, Grandma. So, first, let's get started with our disclaimer. All the views and opinions that you see or you hear on this show are those of myself and my guests. It is okay if we agree to disagree, but we will never be disrespectful to one another. So, I will, as always, I will hope that something is said here that resonates with you and you can appreciate it. So, having said that, what's going on, folks? Listen, let me tell you. When I tell you that monkey was on my back, baby, it's been a long week, honey. Long week. But I'm thankful for it. I am thankful to be where I am. I am thankful to be walking the purpose, the journey that I'm on. I am just so thankful. No matter what comes along, I know I'm going to get through it. So, having said that, I have pushed my way here to give the people what they want. Now, as you all know, this is my birthday month, and I have sworn and I am invested in this thing called love. Oh, while we talking about it, shout out to my people, Charles and Jamel Shuford. Happy 10th wedding anniversary to you. Let's give a hand for Black love. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So last week, Kamisha kind of put me in my place. She relationship experted me, and she got me to thinking. She got me to thinking about, how short I can be, how closed off I can be. All right. Okay, I'm with you. I can see that. I can see that. But also, let me tell y'all about this revelation that I had, right? So it was Saturday night. I have been cleaning all day, just doing my thing, whatever. Took me a little bubble bath and everything, had a little music playing, little candles lit and everything. I was laying in the tub soaking and stuff. And I had an emotion that I've never felt before. Like, normally something like that will resonate with me and give me the thoughts of loneliness. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. What's wrong with me? Blah, 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 right? But that's not the feeling that I had. Like, I have been so vested on doing better in the realms of romantic relationship, right? So I've been manifesting a lot of things. Yes. Quick commercial. Go get our journal if you haven't. Manifest it, sis, so you can manifest, or you could buy it for someone that you know, because it's for the ladies. Okay. All right. So manifestingitsis.com. That's the website. Okay. But anyway, so I had this emotion. It wasn't like a sadness or anything like it was like a complete fulfillment. It's like I thought about, how they say God can be everything you need him to be. He can be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a lover. That's how I felt. It was so overwhelming because I had never felt that before. And it was just fantastic. It was a fantastic feeling, like I felt warm all over. Like, and so I said, well, I must be on the right track. I must be doing something right. So I would say that was a big step for me because I am not one of those people where I am uncomfortable being alone, because I am not. I'm very comfortable being alone, meaning without another person. I'm very comfortable being by myself. I can enjoy me. I love myself. I'm there, okay? But can I find the question was, can I find complete fulfillment by myself? And that is what I felt that night. That is what I manifested in that
Felt
bathroom.
that
What? You
you felt that.
wait until I introduce you. Okay?
Okay.
So that is what I felt that night. I felt a complete manifestation of completeness at that moment. Okay. And it was like warmness all over me. I've never felt that before. And I felt so much peace, like joy. Like I it's just unexplainable. But it takes me back to, when old people say, oh, God can be whatever. And I felt like he met my need. Like he really can be everything to me, even if I don't, find love. Let's just say that's what his purpose is for me, not to be in a relationship. So I found that night. And so what I now manifest is I want God to send me someone that's going to make me feel that way. I know, right? It's deep. Okay, so Kamisha was here last week. This week, I brought on one of the people who knows me better than I know myself. Okay. And we're going to have a conversation just like we have with each other, and the world is not there. Okay. So, having said that, welcome to the show, my cousin, Jeffrey. Everybody, welcome, Jeffrey.
What's the
Woo. Okay,
name?
Jeff, I know you got something to say. Just go ahead and say it.
No, my question is, what does it mean for you stay in that energy of not feeling you'll be okay without it?
What? Say that again.
You said that like you had an epiphany and you woke up and you felt like
Yeah,
you were okay and it was okay if love didn't happen.
right.
Is that ever had that feeling?
I've never had that feeling before. That's why I was so overwhelmed. It gave me like a warmness, like it's like how you feel when you first meet somebody and they're doing all the, you meet the representative and they're doing everything and you feel so warm and fuzzy, and like I had that feeling and it was nobody there. And that's why I said I want to be with somebody that's going to make me feel that way all the time.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Not
It makes
that I need another person to let me clarify this. Not that I need another person to make me feel whole, because that's not what the feeling I had. I didn't have a feeling of, oh, the missing piece. I had a feeling of just, I had a feeling that, just like I said, when they say God can be everything you need Him to be, like in that moment, that's what I felt, and I believe that whoever is meant to be for me, God is going to send him. So that
so in any of these situations, you see that could have been that was that needed to for it to work out differently.
um I don't know how to answer that.
Because if you this, this feeling now, you feel like it's the link that then in the previous situation, what were your actions? Like, how did you handle it? How could you handle it better knowing that information?
Yes, absolutely. If I would have had, oh hell, that would eliminate a whole bunch of people, to be honest. I'm
Everybody,
serious, because like in the last 3 years, all the relationships I've been in, every one that I went in with peace in my heart, of who I was and where I was, right? But I compromised a lot for other people of who I was. I made decisions that compromised me and my happiness for somebody else. So
right? And
no,
is a profound feeling is going to be you already in the beginning that eventually too much to take. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like stuff that you don't identify as red flag.
Right. Right. But if I would have had that feeling, I feel like if I would have had that feeling, that I had that, God could be whatever, then I don't honestly, let's just be honest, like I don't know how different it would have been, to be honest. I don't know if I would have, because I'm in a different place now than I was then.
Mm-hmm.
So I was willing to overlook red flags, yada, 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 because I wanted to be with those people,
Mm-hmm.
that person. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like how you would say to me, well, what's going to make it different? If
That's
he apologized or if he said this, what's going to make it different after he apologized? You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense to me now. So I don't know that I would have done things different, even though having the epiphany. I can't say that I would have done things different because again, I was in a different space. Now, what I have been telling myself is this: whoever he is, right? He might not give me this feeling all the time. So that's what scares me now. When he doesn't give me those feelings, what about if there's red flags? I don't want to just bolt and run or
mm-hmm.
quit. Just be like, oh, I'm not doing this. Here we go again. You know.
So what are your red flags? What do you consider red flag that you
Okay,
didn't pick?
so I would tell you this. So I talked about a guy that I had went out with or whatever the last time, and he showed inconsistency. So I just was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call him, he didn't call me, and I was cool with it, right? And Kamisha was like, her thing was like, well, did you communicate that to him? Did you talk to him to see what was going on? And I was like, no. Why should I? Only because, and like she said, I was taking baggage. Oh, well, so and so did it, so he got to be doing what so and so was doing. And she was like, it wasn't fair, blah 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 blah. Right? So I didn't. We started talking. He called or whatever, and only thing I said was, I said, until we figure out what's going on between the two of us, right? All I need is truth, consistency, and it was some other thing I said. Truth, consistency, and transparency. That's what I said. Because we're not in a relationship, you know what I mean? So that's all I need from you.
And
Let me make the decision whether or
did
not I
that,
want to stay here.
did that happen?
Yes. And he respected it. He said, now he did, I think he kind of got offended. I think he felt like I was saying he wasn't trustworthy. But he was like, I understand though. And I was like, and then that's it. We've been, talking or whatever. It's been that, at least as far as I know, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to also be doubting nobody. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And that's the hard thing, is because when you have been like, and I think that's why I had so much reservations about tonight's show, was because, a lot of old wounds have been unscaled the past couple of weeks.
Like
And so,
what?
like what's going on outside of all of this, right? And some things happen, and I started to, I felt like I was back in that place where you didn't love me, you didn't protect me, and so that's how I've been kind of feeling. And so it's like, when he asks me, you all right? And I'll say, oh, I just got a lot of stuff on my mind. And he'll be like, you want to talk? And I just won't respond, because I'm like, I guess a part of me is really afraid that um, What if my fear that no one could love me, since I never had that nurturing love, is really true because of who I am. I can't take away from who I am. My experiences made me who I am. So I don't know. I just, like I said, some of those wounds have been open again, and I'm just trying to process it.
You
And
have
then
this
a part of me feels like I don't want to,
when it shows up.
huh?
Do you think when it shows up, like where are you feeling when that feeling shows up? When you're present, um, like how you feel in the moment. What does it do to your character? Does it
Well,
make,
I would
does it make
say for this, like, I can't be my true self
hmm
because, my job depends on me, my family depends on me, my children depend on me. There's always someone calling, someone texting. I have businesses that I'm running in. I have to communicate. So there's really no, there's no time. I can't worry or I can't feel sad,
so
because
the situation part is just cut off.
basically,
Whereas when you don't have to,
right,
do you think that's eventually um
a
an issue?
problem.
Uh,
Yeah. And I think that's why I felt the way I felt so overwhelmed today, is because um I know I have to deal, I know I have to deal with it.
at some
But
point?
yeah. And
Yeah.
so, and I know I have to let somebody close enough to me to give me that support that I want
hmm
in a relationship. I know I have you, I know that. But we all know I want to be in a relationship, so I have to let somebody in, and then from those wounds, it kind of makes me feel like if I let them in, then what? Then I'm gonna end up like I did the last time. So just
Just maybe but being more clear with them about that you need it, why you need it, like honestly and openly,
I could.
instead of cutting that part of it in the beginning, because that part is going to come out. Like you can't not vulnerable how you are in that specific, especially as far as receiving affection or of affirmation. If you meet somebody you know naturally, you need to just situation. It's not going to be happy,
That's true.
no matter how much in the beginning. So you're
Because sometimes I just get so overwhelmed. I just be like, why? Like,
and then the responsibility of life takes over. You realize you have to do. That's it.
but anyway, so
Mhm.
yeah, so
Love
that's
you.
where I am right now. So, yeah,
What was the right there? What was the exact thought?
huh?
What was the thought right there that you didn't say?
What the hell?
What I'm going to
What the hell, Keisha? What the hell, Keisha?
do?
I want to be like on the hopeless romantic. They come in and they make it all right, but it's not always gonna be all right. And then sometimes I feel like who would, because I think I guess because sometimes I think like that, like I do not want to be with nobody that, got all this damn drama, like, but it's
That's
like look in the
what
damn mirror.
you want. Like every situation, the night transformer. You are the night transformer. So it's hard. What are they going to you feel like when
I
nine
have
times
no idea. I don't know what to say that a person needs to do besides just be honest, transparent, and consistent. That
mhm.
means a lot to me. That really does. Because I think those things alleviate all the negative things, the lack of
So
trust.
they're having problems stepping into that with you?
In the past, yes.
Why?
I don't know. If I knew the damn answer, I would be 48 years old and single. Shit. I would have had it figured out by now.
Most of it is because you're you can be intense.
I've heard that before.
What do you think
But
about
that's so superficial.
it? It doesn't matter if that's the case. So we're gonna do it.
That's so superficial for a man to be intimidated by a woman's success.
And yet, okay, so
What do I do about it?
what are you going knowing that doesn't make sense, whether it makes sense?
Okay, it would be crazy for me to say I'm only going to date a man in my caliber.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's limiting.
Okay, but if you do so
But
agree to food,
just because just,
what?
no, listen, just because somebody is not financially where I am, they could be the caliber of person that I am. Listen,
Right.
you see what I'm
But the
saying?
but the financial stability part is the it's in the guys that they can't go. Like logically, I know and why they can't do is because they feel like they can't really do anything. They like you don't need anybody anything but companion. So how's a guy going to sweep you up with companions alone? Oh,
Well, I don't know.
if they're not, I'm saying
So what you're saying is I shouldn't. This sounds so terrible. Don't
no.
date
I'm
down.
saying don't date anybody out of your caliber. I'm saying if you then you need to realize of them not being your caliber issue, how you're dealing with the relationship, and they thought that they're. It's like you just put it off as because it shouldn't matter. It doesn't. When a lot of problems that you think is because
Mm, okay, that makes sense. I see that. Well, see, I thought that's what I had tried to do. Don't look at a man for what he can do for you. You know, long as it's a good man and he got a job and he might not be able to do for me, like I might want a Louis Vuitton bag for my birthday. I might just have to buy it myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it
mm-hmm.
didn't work. That didn't work for me either. But because money to me, I'm I'm more on a mindset than I am tangible dollars in my hand. It just
Right.
happens that I have a lot of tangible dollars in my hand.
You want them to up your feet without being actually capable. So it's
I mean,
like the matter, but how to
but I
right?
think that some people can do it. They can't. Okay, I get it. I'm not going to argue the point. I get it. I get what you're saying. And you make a valid point.
Thank you.
And maybe that is some of my problem dating down. Don't say dating down. I don't like how that sounds. Let's just say, don't say dating the caliber of that's not
Don't,
because
I'm
that's like
I'm saying went to it with a different perspective, understanding that fact matters a lot to God.
okay.
It does.
But if you, I mean, okay, I got it. I got it. I think it's stupid, but I got it.
And on the other hand, like you're like docile, you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That on
because men don't have no problem doing it with women. Men are date down all the time. Hello, hello. What are you doing?
answering my food
You
is
tell them to call you back. You busy?
that was the
Shit.
Keisha.
Oh, that was the door.
Um,
My bad. So
so
men do it all the time, though. Men date down all the time. What's the difference?
that's not dating for relationship. You date down, you're looking for sex, not looking for.
Mm. But then it's so hard at my age. Like, I don't want to date anybody younger than me. God knows I don't want to do that. Absolutely not.
You do that. I don't think you're very. mm, You say date and just put dating and not feelings involved. But you don't really do it. Like don't really do it.
I know I fall fast, don't I?
Yeah, you're always involved, always, and then it comes in the end.
Yeah,
They do this. Well, you should have said you care about.
you're right. I think I'm doing it a little different this time. I did recognize that, and I do fall fast.
What's the
I do.
difference?
I do get wrapped up on like really, really quickly. I need your time. I need your attention. Blah 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 blah. Like, but this time, like I talk to guys. Like, I don't. Okay, I do say that now. I do look at them and I'll be like, okay, would I have sex with him? That's one question that I ask myself. Okay, then I say, would I marry this person? But
How
what?
soon?
Huh?
How soon are you
I
saying?
don't know when I first look at him. I don't want to be with nobody I don't want to marry.
No, possibly no.
I'm talking
So
about
if
the way he look.
the answer to that question is no. What would you get to know when you first met you?
I mean, yeah, I don't know about his personality and all of that stuff, but would we take good photos at our wedding?
You don't get. She's bullshit. She's not being. She's not being.
Okay, all right, for real, for real, for real.
You don't care.
But I've taken that off so I confused my own self one day. I took that off the table. I said, okay, I'm gonna just take that off the table because I got to get to know somebody before I'm racing to the altar, right? So I was like, but what if I get with somebody, right? And I don't want to get married. We
These
just,
get those what if ways. Stop living in your head. Why you
I know.
create
That's why
situations?
I say I'm my own worst enemy. But what if that happens? Then
What
what?
if it? What are the chances you wrote that one little and that's what's going to out of all the possibilities and everything possibly happen? It's the one that you freaking thought of.
All right, right, right.
It happened.
So
Spending time with spending time
look,
with.
this is what I've decided. I'm doing different. I'm letting nature take its course. I'm not rushing it. Hmm?
You always make. What is that in nature take its call?
Okay, I am not. I'm not being clingy.
You're not what?
I'm not being clingy. Like I don't wanna. Like I do want to spend time, but I ain't like, making a big deal out of it.
Okay.
What?
What do you mean make a hell out of it?
Like
See,
I used to,
you
like
should
with
be
my ex,
that you want.
huh?
That's it. You should be asking the amount of time you want. And
Yeah,
whatever
I do, but I also have to be considerate of the circumstances. Like if we don't live in the same state, his job, my job, like those kind of things. You still gotta be considerate of those things. No,
yeah.
okay.
Point. Are you getting it way if time spent like big part which like
Say what?
maybe long dating is the best if you require time spent. You're not happy because apps and they have
Well,
stuff.
I mean,
be
Time
there.
is spent can be FaceTime, talking on the phone. I would prefer to be in person, but given circumstances, if it can't be, as
You
long
don't.
as we,
You
huh?
tolerate time, and that's the time you want. You don't want no time. Like what? You're bugging. I'm like, for a time, like you want.
Yeah, it's only gonna work for a time. You're right. But
Mm-hmm.
then, so what you saying is, why waste time with that now if in the long run, how is it going to change? Is
And
it
it's gonna be out for the same reason that you
right?
know
I got you.
now.
I got you.
So
Didn't
no
think about
matter like unrealistic or have to put in the universe and manifest it that you want.
it.
Not
Right,
going in. Yeah, these are a bunch of people who don't really don't have. Then what's the point?
right. You're right. Didn't think about it like that. See, I'm like, I'm like for the moment type of person, and that's not always good. Okay, totally got it. Point noted. Jeez.
Like, listen,
Oh my gosh. I'm so alone.
those,
Nobody to call my own.
I
uh,
know. Oh,
just gotta have faith.
oh,
Okay. For real though, for real.
new there's a situation that I don't know. You telling me,
It's nothing to tell.
and yet it's so.
It's not nothing to tell.
Okay,
Thank you.
so not right now.
May not be ever.
You ain't even got phrase. Is it long?
Well, I'm no longer pining. You should be proud of me.
I'm of you, but not because.
Okay, Christopher Smith says take relationships as real life social vessels. Couples should always be headed somewhere. You are absolutely right, Chris.
I agree.
Absolutely right. And that is where I sometimes fail because I have the tendency to I know what I want long run,
You have a
but I will
tendency
compromise.
where it's heading
Yeah.
because the recipe you're getting. Because I'll tell you, it's gonna end up,
Sure. Why
and
don't
that's
you?
all, and then we conversation, and all of a sudden later.
Yeah, I got it.
Hmm.
I just want it to be natural. Is that so damn hard?
But what, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Like it feels natural for me to love people.
Me too. What does that have? What we're talking.
I don't seem to find those people to date me.
Loving people, people who are
People that's willing to love me unconditionally. I
but
have friends that love me unconditionally, but
how much of your effort when you're first dealing with them is trying to find that out. That important.
I would say the last time I put in effort, and maybe that's why I was so hurt after it, because I didn't expect it to end up like it did. But then I wouldn't
So
say things changed, they
looking back
just
flags
became clearer.
that
Huh?
looking back flags that you
I know. You and I both know the red flags.
I want you to
Well, one, the biggest thing was, the outside interference that he
hmm
wasn't willing to cap for our relationship.
okay.
So I would say the lack of respect because
He
that's
did that
basic.
Did that prove he wasn't the person that you were having?
Huh?
Did that prove he wasn't the person that you were a minute ago?
Yeah.
Why didn't it right then?
Because I wanted to believe that when he said he loved me,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
then
matters.
huh?
So love matters. If they can love you, but they don't treat you how you want to be treated, and that's who you stick with love with
Yeah.
somebody
You people say they love all the time, but they don't treat people, they don't treat you like they love you.
that
Because
he loves
love don't hurt.
how you want to be.
Huh?
What does it matter that he said? Isn't
I
it
would
about
think if
you?
you tell me you love me, then you're not going to intentionally hurt me.
Because when someone loves you, automatically treat you exactly how you need to be treated.
That's the expectation, no?
That's not true. Though.
Why? It should be true.
Shoulds and shouldn't exist in my.
It should be true. I'm telling you it.
But
In
is
my world, it should be true.
but is it?
Hell
Is it
no. I'm single. No.
right? So use that.
We was talking about red flags. Yes, I know that now. I probably knew it then, but I didn't want to let him go.
So now we know what to do with a red flag or how
Yes.
to. What's the
No
point of?
matter how uncomfortable it feels. Yes. Hence why I said in the beginning,
Don't get
I
mad.
tend to
Don't get.
shut the hell up. Hence why I said in the beginning, I have this wall now because as soon as I see you do something, I'm like, deuces. He gonna do what so-and-so did, which is not fair. And I know that too.
But what about the patient? So when they do something that makes you, they're
If
gonna
I
do.
can find me a man, not me find a man. If the Lord would send me a man, he find me, and he could communicate well. I found was Bigfoot. That's like finding Bigfoot.
You're not manifesting correctly. So you're putting it to the universe. You have to put
You're right.
speak
You're
into it
right. You're
what you want
absolutely right.
already happen.
I need to change my words. You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not such a thought to keep somebody caliber along with. That's probably the person who you need. So think of it as a, that's exactly so that's what you
Oh, Chris got another one. Chris said, dating is the evaluation process and period of awareness and compatibility. Excellent point. I just need to learn that. Where you both get to know each other thoroughly. The metric should be similar to educational degrees. Give yourself an associate period of like, oh, associate degree. Okay, got it. If he don't graduate, kick him to the curb, huh, Chris? I'm there for you. I'm there. Kick him to the curb if he don't get those 60 hours or those 120 hours. Kick him to the curb.
I'm gonna say I'm not saying and date people who are not caliber. I'm saying you date them in the same way that you date somebody who is. You're expecting the same thing from people and then get the same.
Okay, Ann.
You're meeting people who are not in your and telling them, I don't care that they're caliber as a way to relieve them of the stress of wanting to provide, wanting to keep your feet, but that's not what happens ever. That's not what happens.
That's a good point. You've never told me that before.
I haven't.
Mm-mm. I think I will remember that.
You think
I think so. And the whole evaluation period, like that's all cool, but everybody seems good in the first 60 days.
the represent?
Yeah, the representative is there, you know? It's like, but when times get hard, like where you
What's
gonna be at when, yeah, like when I have my moments, I'm there when you have your moments, like, but because you're not being your
That's
true authentic self,
that's the
huh?
problem. You're people who need you. You
Okay.
have
Well,
a
how do I stop attracting those people? Wear a different color?
it's not the color you for it.
I need to manifest somebody that wants me, not needs me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want someone that wants me. I want it to be natural. I just want it to flow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible? Is he
Anything.
out there? Are you out there? Can you hear me?
What do you say?
Huh?
Huh?
Nothing. I have no cups with me.
No, you're not.
But I'm serious. Like you might be right. I might, but it's like, you know how they say, you attract what's inside of you. So what
Mm-hmm.
does that say about me? If you think that I attract people that need me, what does that say about what's inside me?
Um, that stems from your craving for. So you're doing for people to be reciprocated to
Gotcha.
subconsciously.
Okay, that could be true. So how do you change that? Really? If that's
You
what you want, I'm telling you, I'm flat out telling you that's what I want. So how do I change that? If How do I manifest something that's not within me? I guess. Did I say that
what
right?
is that saying is not within you?
Huh?
What are you saying
I'm
within you?
saying I don't want to keep attracting people that need me. So how do I manifest if that's inside of me? Because I'm telling you, that's what I want. I want
By
somebody to.
the beginning, if somebody who needs you at the beginning, you won't know at the beginning if there's somebody who needs
Oh, and so what you're saying is that,
you. Do the work.
yeah, and stop overlooking certain things.
Stuff that is the problem in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That and
I
you're
heard
always
you.
like, don't
You
you
ain't
think
gotta
this
keep saying
is
it. I
okay
heard
because
you.
but Keisha like oh no good don't allow this to even start.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
But that's like you, how you that's not gonna give nobody a chance. That's like I'm expecting him to be perfect. Oh,
No.
Chris said another thing. Oh, and it get deeper. He said, you guys must instill a litigation process, a way of disagreeing that works as well. I call it courtship, but both parties must agree on the rules of engagement. Okay, all right, fair enough. But how, like, that's why I was getting ready to say, like, how do you, like, how do you communicate that if that person is not on, especially if you attract what's inside of you, right? And like I said, i I don't expect anyone to be perfect. So
Hmm.
if we have a rough patch or whatever.
But is it or is it just what you described? Like it's perfect for you. Why not expect somebody to be what you want?
I mean, but I don't expect them to be a perfect person.
But it's not the reason it doesn't work out is they're not a perfect. It's because what you knew in the beginning.
I know, Chris. Dang. Chris said, when you say inside of you, me, when I say inside of me, he says back to the religious scriptures. So as a woman thinketh, she's attracted, because the scripture just says, so as a man thinketh, so is he. I know, but I think good thoughts. I think about loving and nurturing and supporting, and that's what I want back.
Hmm.
But why I keep not getting back?
Is that something that
So
you wait
you
for?
said, I agree that I attract what's inside of me,
Hmm.
but they're needing me as much as I'm needing them. But it's not a two. It's not a, it's not meeting. It's not a joint thing. So what you're saying is when I see that it's not jiving,
either try to dive into it and fix it at the moment, or don't move at all.
right,
But what you need to do is move, not address it.
right. And do not be afraid of the fact that this ain't it.
And bringing it might be the reason why we don't anymore. You can like that all the time.
Right. Go kiss another frog, in other words. God.
Get out. Well,
Yes, I'm tired of kissing frogs. I'm tired of kissing frogs. Do you know where you're going to? Do you know the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? No, I don't.
Everything's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna get this right. I got 18 months.
Is that how long? 18 months.
I got 18 months before I start planning my 50th. Okay, Chris says, well, sacrifice is a part of the mechanics needing to keep the ship afloat. Yes, the problem is everybody isn't willing to sacrifice. You know what my ex used to say? And when I try to talk to him and I'll be like, a relationship is about sacrifices. We need to sacrifice for each other. His comeback was always, so what do you mean by sacrifice? Me just doing what you want me to do? How is that going to benefit me?
That's compromise.
Huh?
That's compromise. That's compromise.
Yeah,
Sacrifice.
that's what I meant to say. Compromise. And he'd be like, how is it going to benefit me? I'm like, and then I just be stuck. Because now I'm feeling dumb. Like,
Because you didn't him?
huh?
Because you didn't. Why you so dumb?
Because it's like, why would you ask me that? You don't know what a damn compromise is? Like, you compromise, you make sacrifices for people you care about. Hell, I don't always want to do what I do, but I do it because I care about people.
So
and
you
I
didn't,
know that, huh?
So you didn't sit explain it in that because
I mean,
you felt
I probably did. It was a year we was together, so I probably did, but I guess he just wasn't willing to do it because hell, we're broke up for the exact same reasons that we was arguing about. So,
but how much time was spent addressing that issue?
we addressed it. That was the only thing we ever had to address. We never had any
And
other
every time
issues. Yep,
it was a
it was always the same thing. Yep.
every time it was a conversation.
Huh?
Was there a conversation about it every time it showed up in this
Huh?
it wasn't. It wasn't.
I know it wasn't, but
It used to be.
he didn't choose me. That's all it was.
But it works in
Oh yeah, you think?
I know. It does.
I believe it. I'm a hopeless romantic, even for myself.
It's better for to end the truth put on the table than for something to break along with function and lies and dishonesty.
Right. Right. You're absolutely right. Well, that was the longest 45 minutes of my life.
And this was like even like how we use.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not. I was a little nervous, but this is definitely was lighthearted from because I just knew you was gonna bring up that fact when I was on your couch. And he was like, so what you gonna do? And I was like, I ain't going back.
Stop.
Look, Look, Chris said the approach or mindset should be friends until lovers. I agree with you 100%. Remembering during the associate period term or the first year or so, one preferred two to be friends. Absolutely, I love that idea.
and
And
and what you gonna do with that? You love that
huh?
idea?
Look, Chris says friends have a tendency to show you their genuineness. Absolutely. That right there, I believe that. But I believe that in this situation, my past situation, like I believe that we were friends. At least I was his friend. I thought we were friends. Like, you know what I mean? I thought that, like, I would have never done anything to that would have destroyed our friendship. And I tried even after the breakup, I tried to be his friend, but I felt like he diminished my hurt by doing some of the things that he did, like acting like it was okay to, like, you know,
But we're talking about friends before. What about that?
what?
You tried that before?
What?
Friends before lovers.
Yes, I've tried that. Yes, I've tried that.
When?
Friends. We were friends before we were lovers. Maybe not long.
Right. Oh,
We-
uh, make 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 it more of a practice is what Chris is.
I
I don't
got
think
it.
you're the degree thing.
Got it.
Sex is very
Who?
sex is very important.
It is, but it's not that. I mean, it's not like I have to have sex. Hell, I ain't had it in a long time. I mean, shit.
Stop
I
it.
mean, I mean, shit. I've had it in a long time. You know,
Okay.
um, it's not like I couldn't have sex. I
You said
could. What?
you said a whole.
No, no, I ain't saying no damn whole month.
It's been longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Very
dare
good.
you? How dare you?
How
So,
dare you?
so, so yes, but that's also another reason why I find it hard to be his friend, because, like, I try and I just be transparent. I was doing it. I was putting my feelings on because I felt like if we couldn't be together, I could be his friend and I could have that sense of, we're still involved, engaged in each other. But that wasn't fucking healthy for me.
Why?
And huh?
Why was
Because
that not?
because that's unhealthy. That's like how you call it, gaslighting. I was gaslighting myself, you
Right.
know. I was gaslighting myself. So um it took a minute, but I finally did it. It's only been a week, but is a week is better than no time. So
Month for the.
what?
You heard me. Oh, what's I
I swear I haven't.
keep playing. Sex ain't about like it. It
Listen,
is very important.
that's how it's gonna stay. I'm
Right.
telling you, stick
That's
it
what
to
makes before lovers hard, but that doesn't work.
in the long run. No, you're right.
Hmm.
I got it. Well, this gonna be the longest 2 years of my life. Because I'm having a big shindig for my 50th birthday, and I can't be walking in there fly by myself. What kind of shit?
I would have just turned the the month before.
Okay, Chris got another good nugget. Getting into safe is going to require you to take a couple of sessions of my counseling on emotional control, learning to handle your emotions, limit them, and when to allow them to flourish is going to cost. Yeah, I know. I know, Chris. I probably should take some counseling. I did start relationship counseling. I just didn't stick with it.
Why?
I don't know. Cause she was goddamn right on it every damn time.
And why do you have a problem with? Isn't that a good?
Huh? It is a good thing, but
But you don't want to.
at the time we were still together. Oh God. Even though what she was said, I mean, like she told me, she said, I hate to say it to you, but she was like, you're gonna be seeing me. She has like a portion for after the breakup to, guide you through breaking up with somebody. And I was like, nah, she's bugging. That should be sex. What should be sex, Chris? But yeah, I probably should probably invest in that again.
Mm-hmm. So.
Because I know right now my emotions are a little out of whack. And that's just because I got a lot of other stuff going on with.
Mm-hmm.
So woe is me. Woe is me.
So you have a lot to.
Oh, that should be safe. Yes, that's what he meant to say. It should be safe. You're right. What'd you say?
I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, this was enlightening, you guys. Now I'm gonna go home and cry.
Freaking out.
I am going to go home and cry. It's okay. My granddaughter's here. She's gonna hold my head, pat my head, kiss me on the forehead, and say, "Grandma, don't cry. It's okay." She's so sweet, little stinky butt. But thank you, Jeffrey, as always. Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
why. Jeffrey.
Huh?
Jeff.
Jeffrey?
Okay.
I got you, Chris. I got you. I got you, Chris. I appreciate you. So we're going to end this session
So much.
of the
Thank you.
pitiful life of Kecia. The pitiful life of Kecia. But listen, I know I'm not the only person out there who feels this way.
Nope.
So just like Chris said, it's time for us, if we want to be healthy, just like when you're depressed or whatever, any kind of mental health issues, you want to be healthy, you go see a therapist. And sometimes there comes a moment when you are single and you want to make healthy choices when it comes to relationships, that you have to do things a little different. And you have to be willing to take that step. It's no different. So I encourage everyone that is single or is in an unhealthy relationship and have feelings similar to mine, or possibly think the way that I think, like it's okay to reach out and see a relationship therapist, talk to somebody like
Therapy.
Jeffrey, you know. Yeah, therapy is a great thing. And it's not always when you're depressed or have anxiety or, like if you're a sex addict, it's a therapist out there for you. So, and that may be something that I pick back up again because I was a big proponent of it when I was doing relationship therapy. But after the breakup, and I just felt like whatever, now that I'm in a better place and I'm trying to make myself healthy for relationships, that might be something that I pick back up again. Because you don't want to be dealing with stuff relational as well as everyday life, because that's kind of the pickle that I'm in now. So, but it's all good because we're going to get through this. Me and you, I'm invested. Remember that. I'm invested and I need you to be invested too. Okay? All right, so next week, just look forward to another new way of looking at things, because we're going to talk about what we brushed up on today about friends, well, relationship, friends, and sex. Not friends meaning other people, friends meaning you and your partner, and the way sex changes things sometimes. And so you want to be here for that one too, don't you? So, having said all that, first I want to thank God for the opportunity for me to be here. I want to thank my guests, my wonderful cousin, my BFF, my brother from another mother, Jeff. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Huh? What'd you say?
And then going to swing.
Don't start. Don't go there. Please. The world don't need to know that. The world do not need to know that. Okay. Y'all don't need to know that. I want to thank you, my audience, for tuning in. I want to thank my Brass Mill family. I just love them. If you're out there and you're in the Northern Maryland area and you want to start your podcast, you need an office space, like, come over here to Brass Mill. We'll get what you want. We have an upcoming business class that we're providing for young entrepreneurs out there who wants to align their business in order to bring in revenue and just to get your business right. So keep on the lookout for that. But until next week, good people, be safe, be good, and be blessed. Smooches!
Do I hang up now?